Everyone, I hope you are well. So in today's video, I'm going to go over charcoal reduction, charcoal rub out, or subtraction. Those are all the names for it. So we will see how this goes. It's going to be quite a long video, so I'm going to do my best to fast forward anything that I need to fast forward. There'll probably be two parts. If I can get it all in one part, I would definitely do my best to do that. I'm actually working from observation, and also the objects that I'm drawing from observation are very simple. So I have a fake egg, a fake pear, and also a fake purple onion. But I would definitely take a picture and insert it into this video as well as fast forward. I think I already said that. Fast forward through anything that I need to fast forward. But I do want to talk a little bit about just getting down a tone paper, because it's something that we're going to have to do. So I have a paper that's here, and it's white. I actually drew a 1-inch border, taped it off because I want to have some clean edges. So the first thing that I want to do in this for this step is I want to get a tone, a value 5, or even maybe a 4. Some of my students in the past have gone to a 6, and that's fine. But you want to stay in that middle range. You want to get a middle range tone. So as of right now, I have my, hopefully you can see this, my charcoal powder. Yay, charcoal powder. And then I also have a cotton puff. This is normally used for makeup, to apply powdered makeup. But this is something that I've never really used until I started teaching and TAing and studying under another instructor that used this, and I loved it. But this is what we're going to use to apply the powder and put it down on our paper. So I'm going to show you that process really fast. So the charcoal powder, you guys, is quite interesting because it allows us to get charcoal powder down, but it's also easy to erase, and that's the one thing that I love about it. You can definitely, if you don't have charcoal powder, you can use your compressed charcoal, and you can use a sander, and you can sand the compressed charcoal and get the powder droppings. As you can see here, I have a little bit of powder droppings in that area as well. But you could definitely do that, and you could get the same effect. The only difference is compressed charcoal is a little harder to erase. That's the only difference. So I want to get just a little bit down. That should be enough. And I'm going to rub this around. So now I have a pretty good tone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my drafting brush that's here, and I'm going to dust off all the little particles that's left over that I don't need. So as you can see, it leaves a little bit of a mess on your board, which is here. That's fine. Your board is going to get messy, but it's good to kind of at least see that. All right, so now that I have a toned paper, because this is what we need, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the linear structure. So because my CAC students have already gone through a linear structure, I am not going to do too much talking during this process. I'm just going to draw and get my linear structure down. The only difference is that I am going to be using is my Willow charcoal. So willow is easy to erase. That's why sometimes in the beginning stages or a beginning drawing, we'll use this for a charcoal rub out or subtraction, because when we can get lines down and the fact that willow is easier to erase, we can wipe out easily. So this is one of the things that I'm going to start with. Bear with me, I haven't used willow in a while. I normally go in with my charcoal pencil, but one thing that I want you guys, hopefully you can see this, I sharpened my willow, so you can kind of see a little fine point that's here. Some artists don't sharpen theirs. I sharpen mine. I actually like the fine point. But this is one of the things that you can do if you want to have a sharper point. And I will teach you guys how to do that if you're interested at CAC as well. So let's get started on the drawing. Hey everyone, so in this clip, this is definitely step 2 of our project. So step 1, we have our linear structure laid out. So it's not that much structured, but we have our drawing laid out. So I do want to talk a little bit about the second step because we're going to be separating light part from dark part. We're going to be dealing with local values. We're going to be dealing with edges. So I do want to talk a little bit about the materials that we're going to use to wipe our charcoal out. So to start with that, we're going to need our charcoal pencils. So now's the time, yay, we're going to switch over to our charcoal pencils, which allows us to be a little bit more precise when we're drawing, and it also allows us to correct. So I'm using General's. General's charcoal pencil is more gray than anything, but that's what I like about them. It doesn't allow me to get too dark. It doesn't allow me to get it allows me to get light enough, and so it's one of those things. Another pencil that I am going to use is these are the Fiber Castell pencils. These are the pit pencils, which as you can see, they're a lot darker. Like, these are really rich black charcoal pencils. So if I need to get really dark in some areas, this is what I'm going to use for my charcoal pencils. Another thing that we're going to use for this process is these are some little, once again, makeup sponges. So I use them to kind of wipe out, which definitely helps because I don't have to really use an eraser. I can get one full swoop of wipeout with this, and I really love using these because they're cheap. I can use them once or twice and throw them away. Another thing that we're going to use mechanic erasers. As you can see here, I also have my Tough Stuff eraser, as well as mechanic eraser. So we also will be using this if I need it. The good thing about the mechanic erasers is it allows us to get right back to that paper. Like, it really wipes it out. Another thing, I have plastic erasers that are here. So as you can see, I have it cut at an angle. So the one thing that I love about this is it allows me to come in with a very straight line, a thin straight line if I need it, as well as I can use the flat part if I want to be more painterly with my strokes. When I wipe out, I can definitely use this. So this was actually a trick that an old professor, when I first started drawing at a college level, told us about, and it's kind of crazy. I still use it even to this day, so kudos to that. And another thing is, if I need it, I'm going to use my charcoal, compressed charcoal, and that's if I need to get in some really rich darks or big strokes of that charcoal. I can use this as well. Alright, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So we kind of got an idea of what we're going to be using for this process. So because I've already gone over light logic, local value, and how to apply when I did my sphere video for CAC, in this video, those are all the things that I'm going to be thinking about. The one thing about my objects is I purposely put down a light egg as well as a purple fake onion in a yellow-green pear. I purposely did that on purpose. So these are the things that I did because I wanted to really focus on local value and how to utilize the local value within a composition. That's very important. And I always tell my students, because sometimes students, they don't think about, oh, this is white, or this is green, or this is purple, and this has a local value, and I have to translate that in my drawing. So I purposely did that so you guys can actually see it. Alright, so I'm going to get started. I'm not going to say as much because you've already seen my process of separating light part from dark part, local values, edges. I just want to show this process of wiping, doing a charcoal wipeout or charcoal reduction or subtraction, however you want to call it. That way you get an idea of what we're going to be doing in class. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, you guys, I think I'm about done for right now. So this is a charcoal rub out, or if you want to call it charcoal reduction, if you want to call it subtraction. So pretty much we started with acetone paper. We wiped out our lights with our eraser or a wipey or a brush. We came back in with our pencils and reestablished our drawing, and we also start to distribute value distribution. We thought about edges, as well as we're thinking about our local values. So my light brown egg should be the lightest compared to my yellow green pear and my purple onion. They're all fake fruit and vegetables. But this is pretty much the end. I'm definitely going to take the tape off so you guys can see what that looks like without it. Get all my stuff up. Alright, guys, so this is my project. Try to get it in here. Now I'll try to do a photo so you can get a clear view of what it looks like. But this is my project, and this is the charcoal rub out, you guys. So this is what we will be doing for this week and also our last week for our summer session at CSC. So I can't wait to see what you guys do. And also, you guys, if you like this video, go ahead and those of you guys who are my YouTubers, press the like button. If you like anything from this video, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to continue to put down more and more videos on just basic drawings and some skills for my students, as well as just if you're a YouTuber and just want to learn. You can definitely do that as well. But once again, this was the charcoal reduction. This was my full drawing of my charcoal reduction from start to finish. And I'm going to stop moving it around. The camera is having a hard time. So if you guys like what you see, definitely go ahead and subscribe. And if you guys are just interested, just like it. And once again, I hope this helps. This definitely helps me. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my camera back some. Let's see. There we go. So you guys can kind of get a little bit of an idea of what it looked like with that white border that's there, and you can see my dirty board as well. But this is my charcoal reduction drawing. I hope this helps you guys. It's definitely going to be something that's going to be, I'm happy that it's documented, because then future students can get an idea of my start to finish of what and how I do my charcoal reductions, and you get an idea of at least seeing from start to finish. So you guys have a nice night. I am very tired, and I would definitely see you guys in the next video. And once again, subscribe, like, and I will see you guys again. Bye, guys.